5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the moment you've all been waiting for. She's got class. She's got grace. She'll put you at ease, then challenge you to face your truth. She asks the questions you think and says the things you feel. Stay locked in. This is Juliet G, and you're tuned to Supreme Radio UK. Spilling the tea. Juliet G.
Morning, morning, morning. Smile, smile, smile. Eh, 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 eh. Wow! Come on, everybody, get up and dance. Hey, 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 hey. Morning, morning, morning. Morning, 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 everyone. Rise and smile time. Depending on what part of the world you are tuning in from, it could be afternoon or it could even be nighttime. It's Rise and Smile time. Welcome to another exciting edition of Spilling the Tea to Juliet G. No matter what part of the world you are tuning in from, north, south, east or west, and not forgetting the surrounding counties. Thank you for lending me your listening ears. It's your host, Juliet G, where I converse with real people and get them to spill that tea. And that's a T with a double E, and talk their truth. It's Saturday, the 6th day of June. Can you Adam and Eve it? And we are now halfway through the year. Now, some of you want to shout and scream, stop that or stop that. We've got you on Spilling the Tea because next week we are going to have an R&R session. Yes, for you, so stay tuned, stay with me. I'll be telling you more about it later on in the show. Now, I'm not sure if you're locked in, but I want to wish this particular young man a very happy birthday. He was a thorn in my flesh. Oh my Gideon, I have never known a young man to damage things, break things. Just look at something and it'll just break. Benjamin, happy birthday. Hope you have a very, very happy birthday. And what can I say? And I'd also like to wish my longtime confidante, who is doing big things stateside, many happy returns for Thursday. Happy birthday, Miss Shelley. Now, morning, morning, morning blessings to Sister Lavette. Oh, locked in from Barbados. Thank you. Ooh, thank you for lending me your listening ears. It's nice to know that people are listening near and in other parts of the world. Now, I am so humbled. So thank you so much, one and all. Now, I want to give a shout out to Pam in Stratford, to Smurf. Yes, 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 I see you. Lou in Hertfordshire locked in right now. And Angela from Thamesmead. Where were you last week, young lady? You were missed, you were missed. Now, I want to give a big up to our very own Mr. Gibbs for last night keeping me well entertained. Do you know what? I have not slept. If I slept for 2 hours, I'm lying. I haven't slept. So I am on an emotional high. Yeah, so you have to forgive me. So I might start doing some random things, but just ignore me. Just ignore me. Now, Mr. Gibbs gave extra time, just like footy. Now, he will be back with another sterling show, Back to Love, from 11 till 1 next week, Friday. I want to give a shout out to also Malcolm. Wishing you a speedy recovery, Malcolm, and our prayers are with you. Our prayers are with you. Get well soon. I also want to say a big thank you to my guest last week, the newest member to the Supreme Radio family, DJ John Fraser. Now, what a show that was. But also, I want to give a shout out to Mr. Let me see. Oh my giddy arm. Winston Clark. That's it. Winston Clark. I'm going to get him on the phone later. Yes. The Nigeria and Jamaica score is yet to be settled. Now, I've got requests from listeners as they would like to hear interviews from other Supreme Radio presenters. So I'll see what I can do. So as they say, watch this space, watch this space, watch this space. So if you missed the show last week, you can listen to it on Mixcloud, and that's Juliet, JULIET_GEE. Always bigging up the sponsors and supporters of my show: Supreme Management, Soul Gigs, Fine Boy Inc., Martin Winter of James Shoe Care, Embarking Side, Ms. V, The Therapist, SAS, you know who you are, Kevin Bennett, who will be on shortly, my big sister Son for our weekly prayers, and Queen Messalina Impactful Media. Get well soon, young lady. And Vows Everlasting Celebrant for your premium ceremonies. And on that note, I am going to put you onto my big sister, Son, who is going to lead us in the weekly prayer. Ooh. Bit random, wasn't it? Well, Juliet, shut up.
Dear Lord God, Heavenly Father, thank you for giving us the opportunity to listen in to another edition of Spilling the Tea to Juliet G. I give you thanks, dear Lord God, Heavenly Father, for Juliet G. I give you thanks for her co-host. I give you thanks for her guest. I give you thanks for us as her listeners. And I give you thanks for waking us all today. Dear Lord God, Heavenly Father, as I love to give a prayer of thanks, I thank you for the week that has gone. And as we look forward to the week that's about to begin, continue to be with us, continue to guide us, continue to watch over us. Let it be, dear Lord God, that we walk in faith, that whatever you put before us, we know, dear Lord God, with you all things are possible. So may the grace of our dear Lord God be with us in all that we do, in every step that we take. Thank you for all the behind the scenes work that Juliet G puts in to bring this community program together. Continue to watch over her endeavours to support the local community. Continue to support her guests, dear Lord God, who do the same, and her co-hosts. And continue to bless us as listeners as we listen in to Spilling the Tea to Juliet G. In Jesus' name, I lift this short prayer up to you today. And I close by saying, your name is to be praised and glorified in everything we do. Amen.
Welcome back to Spilling the Tea to Juliet G on Supreme Radio UK. Now, if you're just tuning in, that's okay. Tune in, listen with your ears. You can even sleep if you want, but just listen. Let's bring on Kevin.
Morning, GG.
Morning has broken like the first dawning. Blackbirds have spoken like the first bird. Praise for the singing, praise for the morning, praise for the singing, rest of the world. Clap for me now. You're all, I know what you're all thinking. You're all thinking that, hey, this Juliet, she's so talented though. If she was a singer, hey. Kevin.
Juliet, people actually thinking she didn't take her meds.
Kevin, stop that.
Yeah.
Stop that. I don't need no medication. Yeah. All this audaciousness does not need no medication. No. I don't put no toxins in my body.
Oh my gosh.
How are you, Kev?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I am fan dabby dozy. Do you know what? I only slept a couple of hours. Hours.
Why? What did you get up to last night?
Do you know what? I was tidying up my spare bedroom. That was a mission. I have not been in that room for over a year. Never had to. I was actually gonna say before you jumped back in is what's his name, but okay. What's his name? Yeah. Who's his? Are you exactly? Are you matchmaking me, Kevin? Kevin, what are you trying to do now? Hey, see trouble.
Here's the thing, right? Think about it. If the everyday normal average person, if someone said to them, "Oh my gosh, what did you get up to last night?" And it's early in the morning, so someone might have said, "Oh, we went this place or we went here, or I met this amazing person and she was doing a wardrobe." I was tidying my spare bedroom. Oh, that was a mission. But it's accomplished. Mission accomplished, and I'm happy. Anyway, we're coming up to that all-important break. And when we come back, Kevin and I are going to be talking to... Let's see if he answers the phone or whether he's going to run away. I can't even say like a loser. What's going on now? What's going on? Kevin, are you still there? Oh, can you hear me? Is this the Jamaica Airlines? Wow. I'm just saying. Yeah. In fact, Kevin, my Nigerian contingents have got a bone to pick with you. They have a bone to pick with you. Don't worry. When we come back the other side, you are going to get it, because I don't want it to be cut off. Okay? So when we come back, we will talk more. Okay? Okay, Kevin? Okay. Welcome back to Spilling the Tea to Juliet G on Supreme Radio UK. Now, if it's your first time tuning in to Spilling the Tea, welcome, and I hope you'll make this your Saturday morning fix. I'm here with my co-host, Kevin. Morning, Kevin. How are you? I'm good. I'm tired. I ain't gonna lie, I'm tired. I'm not good, I'm tired. No, I am good, but I am tired. But I'm tired, but I'm good. I think I'm good, but I'm really, really tired. Can you be both tired and good? Can you be any more tired and good and tired at the same time? Now, Kevin. God. I went out to a... Yeah. Go ahead. I went to my friend's birthday party last night. Oh, and I like my invite. I kind of overstayed. Sorry? I like my invite. Yeah. You was busy doing your room, remember? No.
What, you wasn't doing your room?
I
Are you
was
now
doing my
telling me you
room.
wasn't doing your
No,
room?
I was doing my room, but I would have prepared beforehand.
Prepared what? Prepared your room? You were preparing your room.
No, I would have done the room days if I had known.
But you had to do your room.
Stop
You
it,
always
Kevin.
do.
Stop it.
Mm.
Hold on a sec. Hold on.
Yes.
Hello. You are
Hello?
live. You are live. You are live.
Why are you doing this to me?
No, because we're actually live, and this is the phone that is my live phone.
Okay, all right. I gotta say goodbye.
All right then.
Right.
Bye. Ooh. Kevin,
Yes.
sorry about that. We just had a live caller, and I just decided to take them live. Anyway, I didn't embarrass them. No, that's not my style. That's not my style. That's not my style. Now, Kevin.
Yeah.
Yes, so you went to your friend's birthday party and you overstayed. So you had a good time, basically.
Yeah, it was a night. It was a good party. It was good to see people celebrating another person. You know, it was good.
Kevin, just say that you had a good time.
I had a good time.
Okay.
I said it was good.
That's good.
Juliet.
What area was it, Kevin?
It was in Clapham.
Okay.
It was in Clapham.
Was that south, southwest,
Sorry?
or southeast? What is it? South?
Listen, let's not divide South London here. South London is South London. South London is a beautiful place with beautiful people, especially in a beautiful place called Brixton. South London is just like one of the best places on this planet you can ever go to. You can have experiences in South London. South London is a place of multicultural love. It's a melting pot of beautiful, lovely people all over the world, including Nigeria. You know, the same Nigeria you're trying to cuss me about today, and what you've been trying to cuss me about.
Listen, Kevin, let me just tell you, let me just tell you
about South London. I'm telling you about South London.
But you spoke
South
about
London
Nigeria.
is
Now let's talk
for-
about the Nigers. Yeah, the Nigers are not happy with you, Kevin. They said, that you're a traitor. So they're revoking your name. Yeah, you cannot use that name anymore. Chibuke Adeyemi, forget it. Yeah, you have to earn it back. Yeah, instead of you to say, let me sit in the middle. Oh no, you had to. Oh, I'm going to Jamaica. Okay. What happened last week, Kevin? Tell us, Kevin.
Do you know what we're going to do in return? You know what we're going to revoke? We're going to revoke you dating any Jamaican men. That's it.
That's all right. That's all right.
For the rest of your life.
That is okay by me.
You are not. That's a good question. Tell me about what country did your last 3 partners come from?
Shut up, Kevin.
Exes. I'm just asking.
Jamaica.
Wow. So hold on, let me. 242.4 million people. Do you know how many people's in Jamaica?
But hold on a second, Kevin. I can't help
people.
If they're attracted to me. Yeah, I cannot help.
But you can help if you're attracted too. So you're clearly attracted to Jamaica. And what we're gonna do? We're gonna revoke your. If you want to start turning around and sanctioning people, we're gonna sanction.
I don't sanction anybody. I didn't sanction anybody because I would have been on the fence. That's what I would have been. I'd have been on the fence.
You were on the fence with your exes.
When they became exes, I was. Kevin, don't go there.
You weren't ready for that one.
No,
I was
I
thinking
wasn't.
about this one.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly. You still want to take back my revolt my Nigerian
It's not
card because
me.
that is it.
It's
Your
not
love
me.
life is going to
It
be
is.
your. Oh, now you're
It's,
standing out of it. Now you stand back. Now
it
you
is
know that
not
your Jamaican
me.
card is going to be revoked.
Listen.
That is it. It's the end of the days with Dexter and Wani and Left Foot.
Left foot.
And
I don't have no left foot boyfriend. Or had.
that is it. The days of you walking on that Jamaican beach with them big chest Jamaican guys are over. It is over.
Kevin, listen, we don't have much time before.
Yes.
So I want to give a little update into the tandem parachute. But you know what? Before I go into it, I'd like to give my condolences to the sad passing of Kanye King.
That is so sad. It's really, really sad.
Very tragic. Very, very tragic.
Yeah.
And condolences to her friends and family. She passed away on Wednesday. So sad.
Yeah, she was fighting a long-term illness.
Yeah.
You know, she was fighting it. And I believe that if anyone who don't know, they have she before she passed, she opened a mobile restaurant type event in Gypsy of South London. So
you went there, didn't you?
Yeah, I've been there. It's really, really nice. All the memorabilia is there, and you know, if anyone's got the time, please go down there. It's really, really. The food is nice, and there's all the memorabilia of Kanye. So they was kind of preparing for it as well, and kind of cementing their legacy with a tangible location. So yeah, it's really, really sad. Really, really, really sad.
Yeah, it is. And on that note, I would like to talk about my tandem parachute fundraiser to give a little update.
Yes,
For those of you that are new to the show, I will be doing a tandem parachute jump on Sunday, the 26th of July, and I aim to raise 10k for the ACLT, the African Caribbean Leukemia Trust. They do amazing work for patients and their families. They save lives, and we can all do our bit as well. Now, every single penny raised goes directly to ACLT. Now, this is more than just a challenge for me now. It's now become a mission about supporting a cause that helps our community. They say it takes a village, and I say we should be ACLT's village right about now. Now, if you would like to make a donation, go to my Just Giving page. That's www.justgiving/page/Juliet. That's JULIET -GEE-3. That is www.justgiving/page/Juliet JULIET-GEE-3, or just check my socials and you will see it all posted there. And some people have kindly put it up on their stories. Thank you, I see you, and just keep posting every day until the 26th, and I'll be so happy. The more people that post on their pages, the more visibility we get. So thank you to Claudette, Eva from Whittam, Mandy from Tesco's, Pamela R. Haynes, Grace Nusona, Neil Smith, Sheila Peloton, Charles Jumo Adejomi, Michael Adejomi, M. Mitchell, Angela Woodburn, Lisa McLean, Charity, Marcia Spence, Lisa F. from Whittam, Lulu from Whittam, Deborah Humphreys, Femi, Wilma Jarvis, Margaret Wellington, Debbie Allen, the Lasakis, Lyndon, Claire and Gary, Basil, Fumilayo, Lawal, TLC, Derek, Doris, Nigel B, Brenda and Nick, Mr. AM Butterfly, Maxine Edgar, and to all the anonymous givers, I see you. I can't thank you all enough. I have 7 weeks until jump day, and I know that at least I will get halfway there, at least halfway there. So I'm hoping to raise, with your help, all the listeners, please, just keep on posting. Thank you to all the people that have posted the flyers, as I said, up on their stories, up on their WhatsApp status, Facebook. Thank you. Please continue to do so to remind people about this worthy cause. And we are raising money for ACLT. Every share, every post increases exposure and visibility. So keep doing it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Kevin?
That was brilliant.
Over
So
to you.
well executed, Juliet.
Thank you, Kevin.
Yeah. I love the commitment to it. I can see once you kind of like bite into something, you become committed. It shows it's good. I love that.
Thank you, Kevin. And
And it's going to be such an amazing day as well when you do it. The weather's going to be good,
it will
and
be
everything's
good.
going to go well, and you're going to meet all targets.
Amen to that. I know
Yes,
people
ma'am.
are just waiting. They're waiting for payday, and that's cool. That's fine. They say, oh, you don't have long left. No, it's only 7 weeks to jump day. 7 weeks and counting. And I'm really excited. I can't wait. Honestly, I really, really can't wait. If it wasn't the fact that I was raising money for ACLT, I would have done this jump already. Yeah.
Yes, the excitement is building.
Yeah. So I know nearer the time, butterflies will happen. But hey ho, that's, it's understandable.
So can people stand where you're going to be landing?
Sorry?
And people be standing where you're going to be landing?
I think near enough. Do you know what? Nearer the time, I'm going to see if I can get one of the instructors to just come on and have a brief convo, and then they can give an insight into what exactly I'm going to be doing on the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's a really good idea.
I
Good
think
idea.
I will do. Yeah, I'll get them on. I'll get them to come on and tell them exactly what I'm going to be doing.
Brilliant.
I might even be the first to jump. Yeah, I'll be like, come on, let's do this.
You know how many people jumping in your jump?
I have no idea.
Okay. That'll be all interesting to find out.
I guess nearer the time, because people can book last minute.
Yes.
It will be a rough indication.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be a rough indication. So yes, so I'm really looking forward to it. We have a really action-packed show.
Yes, please share.
We're going to be in conversation, first of all, with Sade Nicole. She's the playwright and director of the reggae musical Jah Making It Happen. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Plus,
Yes.
at 10, we will be talking to the 2 lead actors, Diamond, who plays Johnny Morgan, and Euphemia. Euphemia, who plays Camilla. So that should be really, really interesting. I'm very, very intrigued.
It's going to be all good. It's going to be such an amazing show today. It is an amazing show currently.
It's always an amazing show, Kevin.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I feel like you're going to be in a very troublesome mood, Kevin.
What?
I think you're doing a little bit of
Just call the
payback.
kettle black.
Yeah, that's the one. That is the one.
You are in one of those moods. I could tell your childhood. I know exactly what you was like as a child.
Go on, tell me.
You were troublesome.
Never.
You were definitely. Yep. You were that child that spoke to other children, bothered them, and then when they had enough, you ran and called your brother.
Hey,
sister,
my brother.
cousin.
Listen, let me just tell you, my brother.
Yeah.
He never stood up for me. He never fought for me. I'd be the person to stand up for my other siblings, but nah. I was the fighter in the family, man. I was the fighter.
So basically,
my
what
uncle
we're
used to
saying
call
is
me
you bullied your
Sergeant.
brother.
No. My uncle used to call me Sergeant Major.
Tell me 3 things about your siblings. Tell me, how many siblings do you have? Is it 3?
5.
5?
5.
Okay.
Well, actually 6. One's late.
One's who?
Late. Dead.
Oh, God bless. It's still, still your sibling.
Yeah, that's
You
what I
can't just
said.
get rid of that
I said
sibling.
6.
Okay.
I said 6.
Where are you in the numbers?
Middle.
You're in the middle. So you're like number 3 or 4?
I was actually number 4.
Okay. And how did you kind of identify yourself within your siblings? Like, who was Juliet amongst the other 5?
I don't know. No idea.
Was you the problem solver? Was you the quiet one? Was you the aggressor? More than likely, was you the one that...
I would never call myself the aggressor. I would call myself the anointed one. And we're coming up to that all-important community break. And when we come back, we will be talking to Sade Nicole.
Yes.
Welcome back to Spilling the Tea to Julia G on Supreme Radio UK. We don't just play music, we spill stories behind the people who help spread awareness, inspire others, and let us know what's happening in our community. Now, today's guest is a person of vision, creativity, and purpose. She's a talented playwright, a director, a storyteller, whose work is bringing powerful stories, cultures, and music to life on the stage. Her latest production, Jah Making It Happen, is a reggae musical that promises to entertain, inspire, and leave audience reflecting long after the curtains fall. She continues to shine a spotlight on the Windrush generation that may resonate with so many of you tuned in right now. Please join me in welcoming Sade Nicole.
Hey, welcome.
Sade. Sade. It's not Sadie. Sade.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Put the Nigeria in her voice, Kevin. So you can earn brownie points now. Come on, Sade. Come on, Kevin.
You don't want to hear my African accent. You really don't.
But it's pronounced Sade, isn't it? Sade, as in Sade Adu.
Well, No, I'm named after the singer Sade.
But you see now. Where are you from? Where are you from, my princess? Come tell us.
So I'm
I'm surrounded by them. I'm surrounded by them people. Look, I'm like a magnet. Look. Magnet.
No, we are the magnets.
No, darling. No, darling.
Jamaicans are the
it's
magnets.
Me, the magnet. And they just gravitate. Hey! Come on, Sade. Kevin?
Welcome on board. Welcome. Who are you this morning?
I'm good. Yeah, I'm literally work never stops for me. Planning this busy tour. So yeah, I'm just constantly working on the vision, working on the dream. So yeah.
Just really quickly, Sade. Sorry,
yeah.
Kevin. Do you listen to Supreme, Sade?
I have. Well, I've been listening to it this morning. I've been listening to it a couple of weeks, but it's a new radio station for me because I don't believe it's broadcasting our area, so you have to tune in online. So yeah, I've listened to it this morning.
Okay, so you've never listened to Supreme before?
Not from this week. Only from this week.
Okay. So there's no point me asking the question.
This is a trap. I'm letting you know, Sade. This is a trap.
There's no point me asking the next question. So I'm not going to ask it.
My fellow Jamaican, this is a trap. Yeah, don't step into the trap.
Go on, Kevin. Go on.
So, welcome on board first and foremost. So I think I've just been told that you just stepped off a flight. Is that correct?
Yeah. Literally, I just took my kids away for the week because usually when I go away and I'm working away, I have to make it up for my kids. And because we're heading into a busy summer, I was like, listen, I need to get them away before these summer prices then get so busy with tourists and that kind of thing. So, yeah, I have to take them away just so that they know that Mommy loves them. I'm here for them, but sometimes Mommy's got to work. So
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. You're making up those missing moments, right?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. So let's get to know you a little. So just getting to know, Sade Nicole. Is it Nicole, right? Did I get that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so Sade Nicole. For the listeners who may be hearing about you for the first time, who is Sade Nicole? Beyond the title of playwright and director, your early years. We'd like to know about your early years, like where you grew up and et cetera. And obviously only please share what you only feel comfortable sharing.
Yeah, I won't tell you all my business. So yeah, I was born.
You can if you want to. Spill the tea,
No, you don't want to know my life. Listen. Yeah, so I was born and raised in Sandwell, which is in the West Midlands. I am British Jamaican. My mum literally was born off the plane. Literally, she was like first generation born here. I think within a year of being here, her parents being here, she was born. My dad is Jamaican. He came in 1970, so literally just made it into the Windrush era bracket. So I'm first generation on my dad's side, second on my mum's side. And I was raised in an area which was a predominantly white area, to be honest. There wasn't a lot of Caribbeans in our area. So I was sent to... So Dudley is very close to Albury and there's a Caribbean centre there. So a lot of the Caribbean community would go there, send their children there to kind of be educated on Black history. So I learned all my Black history about our culture from Sade School, which is I'm not sure if it happens in your area, but there's a lot of African Caribbeans. In fact, I'm sure there is all across the UK that do so well in educating Caribbean children from that generation, especially in the 90s. It was big in the 90s. That's when I was born, early 90s. I learned a lot about my culture because I was the only Black person in my class. I'm an identical twin, but they separated us in school. Wow. Yeah. They separated us in school. So I was in one class and my sister was in another. So we had our own friends and I was literally the only Black person. So I grew up around a lot of white. So I had to learn my culture from my community. In school, it was just like I was different. So I always knew that I was different. And especially back then as well, they didn't make an issue that I was different, but it was obvious the way that they treated us, especially when I learned a lot, especially when it came to sport. Like I was involved in a lot of that, even in performing arts as well. Those sports and performing arts, I feel like that's the place where they always feel like people of colour do well. And even though I left school with the highest grades in class, even though they didn't believe that I was be able to achieve as high as I achieved. There was a lot of drama that I went through in the education system. But obviously through performing arts and sports is something I also exceeded in as well. But obviously being from the Caribbean culture, and obviously with my family coming from Jamaica, obviously they came here for a better education for that. So I kind of, especially in Saturday school as well, they encouraged us to obviously go for academics. They did extra tuition and everything like that. So I really excelled in academics. But obviously I always had a passion for performing arts. It was something natural. And my mum was very sporty. My dad thinks he was a comedian. Like, he's an entertainer.
Hold on,
So all my aunties were dancers.
So just a quick one. So with that said, you said your father, felt like he was a comedian. And you're from Dudley. What is Lenny Henry from Dudley?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I thought. Okay. I'm sure Lenny Henry's from Dudley. Oh, brilliant. Sorry. Go ahead. It just jumped to me there.
Please tell me when to stop as well, because I can talk. So I'll get to where I am now, pretty much. I'll fast track. So yes, I've always been into performance, but I always had my head screwed on and for academics. I did my A-levels, my my bachelor's degree, and then I went on to do a postgraduate. But I said to myself that, especially being in the industry, because I did try and go in the performance route, but when I, obviously my agency, they tried their best, but obviously being a person of colour, it was very difficult to get the jobs. It's always somebody's best friend or an extra or that kind of thing. You never really got a lead role or any role of significance in any production, really. So I thought, you know what, I need to write it because nobody else is going to write it for us. There's a definite lack of people of colour behind the scenes, and especially if people of colour aren't writing the lines and the roles, it's always going to be stereotyped or put in a different tone. And I wanted to be a person that controlled that. And then I found it difficult, especially when I did my first degree, even trying to get jobs in the industry, even with a degree in media production and screenwriting. I thought, you know what, if I can't, at least I've learned to write and I've learned to produce, but now I need to get my work out there. So then I chose to do a master's degree in distribution and marketing. So I pretty much learned the whole industry.
Sade?
Yeah?
Breathe, darling, breathe.
Breathe. I love it. I love the enthusiasm.
Honestly,
the journey sounds powerful.
Honestly,
it's really powerful. Yeah.
Sade, when did you realize that storytelling and theatre was your calling?
From a young age. So probably from when I was in school. Yeah, me and my sister were always creative. We always, even like on the playground, instead of like playing games, we would like make up dramas. We'd write poetry. Anytime there's an opportunity to perform, we were ready. So yeah, we've always had that creative gene. So yeah.
Oh, that's
wow.
Fun.
So who or what inspired you, to pursue a career in the creative arts?
Gosh, you inspired me. You know what? I'll probably say it's a gift from God. I can only say I think my inspiration came through. I remember being at church and there was a sermon was about using everyone was called for a purpose, and obviously God's given us gifts and we have to use these gifts. And I realised where my gifting was. And I was like, you know what? Like, there's nothing I'd rather do than do a job that I enjoy. And as much as I went through it's finance, I would have been an accountant, I would have been in finance, because like school was telling you, go where the money is, go where, and like I did my A-levels in accounting, and I was like, nah, I can't do this for a career. So I thought, I want to do what I enjoy, I want to do what I love, and my family supported that. And I was like, yeah, this is what I want to do. And I remember watching, back then, I think it was Tyler Perry was only just making his way, and I as a Christian as well, for me, seeing Christian entertainment was something I was like, yeah, there's a market for this. We can do something that's inspiring. We can entertain, but we can also empower, we can also educate. And also, obviously, from my culture as well, there wasn't a lot of things on TV. It was all African-American stuff. There was not a lot of Black British. I think growing up, the only show that was Black British that I was watching was Desmond's. I don't think there was anything else on TV that showed Black culture growing up. I'm trying to think. I can't even. Yeah, I feel like that's the only thing I remember. Like, there has to be more.
Yeah, no, there was some. Yeah, there was some. Oh my gosh, there was another one. I'll tell you in a moment. But yes, there was Desmond, and there was a few before. Oh, how can
Empire
I forget?
Road.
I will remember for you.
That was before my time.
Yeah.
My time, that was the only thing.
Well, that's my time.
Yeah, and the Real McCoy was. I know there's definitely more black shows, but there's definitely not a lot.
No, there wasn't that much. And then,
in theatre, it was non-existent pretty much.
No, there was definitely nobody at theatre, not even Othello. About the musical, what inspired you to write Jah Making It Happen?
So my dad's been one of my biggest supporters from day dot. And he's always been so proud of his Jamaican culture. And he's always wanted us to embrace it in everything. Never let us forget who we are. And we've done a lot of shows. I've written a lot, and I've wanted to write something for the culture. My dad, this was probably post-COVID. Yeah, I think I got the idea for it post-COVID, and obviously throughout COVID, I got the idea during COVID, and I started pitching it like literally post-COVID. And my dad helped me a lot with I got to talk to him and my grandparents and my aunts and uncles who were all Jamaican, all grew up in Jamaica, and learning their stories. And I think it was just so wonderful to hear, and especially my grandparents light up when they got to talk about their childhood and coming over here and their experiences. And there's so many untold stories, and they were so they weren't desperate to get them told, but they were so happy that we were listening, because I remember being around my cousins and my siblings and just being in that room and my grandma telling us all these stories, and it was so great. And it's like, people need to hear these stories. So really it's like my family's journey, because we don't really get to see true and authentic adaptations of our stories on screen or on theatre. So that's really what really pushed me to honour their legacy, so that their stories are seen, heard and remembered. Because this generation growing up, they don't, they're very different, a very different generation that aren't really as cultural. I think for me, I feel like millennials, like those that grew up in the late 80s, 90s, we were kind of like the last generation to really hold on to that culture from obviously there's still the food and everything that's going on, but we've started to be more and more westernized. And I don't want to see this next generation, especially my children, to forget who they came from, where they came from.
That is so true. That you've hit the nail on the head, and that is for another. That conversation is for another day, because that will open a can of worms right about now. If we talk about that, because I think when people start to lose their identity, they forget who they are and where they are and where they're placed. You see, and also that self-love.
Yeah.
Kev? Oh, Kevin.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
No, I was just actually thinking to myself, the title itself is really, really intriguing. What does Jah Making It Happen mean to you personally?
It means God made it happen.
It's Jah,
That's what
isn't it? Jah making it happen, Kevin.
Yeah. So Jah is obviously is the name for God, and obviously in the Rastafarian religion they obviously use Jah and it's more for tying to Jamaica because it's a play on words. And obviously even in the Bible, obviously different translations they refer to God as Jah. So it's a universal word for God, and obviously because it's about Jamaica, about coming from Jamaica, it's a play on words as well. So it has kind of two meanings. It references, if you say it fast, Jamaica, and obviously for those that are Christian or those who know of the Jah is the word for God, obviously they will see the Christian influence as well.
How much of the story is inspired by real life experiences, people you know, or events?
Pretty much the whole story.
Oh, really?
Everything I wrote, except for the main narrative of Johnny being a musician, that was mainly for entertainment value. But his journey, what he went through, what his wife went through, all of it was based on. So just a few examples without giving too much away. So just a lot of people don't really talk about, I'm not saying a lot of people, but you don't really see the whole separation in terms of the man going to the UK first and then the family getting left behind. So he talks about that separation of the family getting separated and left behind, and obviously how the separation has affected both sides of the family, and obviously the perspective from the children as well. A lot of the plays, well, one of the plays that I saw recently only really portrayed the adults, but what about the children, the whole family dynamic, how it affects them, obviously coming over, but also even the way that Black women were treated. And I, even to this day, I still can sympathise and still relate to how Black women were treated back then in terms of not even getting jobs, even looked down to. So being Black was one thing, but being a Black woman was a whole different thing.
It's like
getting work and even just being treated like a citizen in itself. So like obviously it was hard for Black men as well, especially Black boys. So we deal with how Black boys were treated, especially going into college, because they had to go to like all the qualifications and the education system in Jamaica. When they came to England, they kind of disregarded it. So even that, having to kind of fight for the education, and obviously because of the way that they talked when they came down, they just kind of made them sound like they were uneducated and, you know, they couldn't do the things that their white counterparts could. So even having to deal with that, the money, the pay, differences between Black and white people. There's a whole load. As much as I could cram into one story, there's so much to kind of get your teeth into. So the man being the head of the home, but when the man's separated from the wife, that dynamic there, like, you know, the woman having to hold it down when the man works, and obviously dealing with children at different stages of life. They've got a teenager and they've got a young child, and all the differences there. The identity issues that they were having coming down, being like I had in school, being the one Black child in a whole class of white people, having to kind of experience that. So there's a whole load in there that has been my personal experience, my family's personal experiences, and a lot of people can relate, and that's what the feedback has been, how relatable it has been, because it's so honest and it's so true, and we don't water it down. Like, this is an authentic, raw Jamaican show. We don't water it down for anybody. And
also, what I also hear in your voice is that you're an activist as well. I can hear the activism in you. Also, you know, kind of poking its head out. So I can see that there's an activism side to you also. So what message do you hope the audiences take away after watching the production?
That is part of God's plan, and God has a plan and a purpose for all of us. And, you know, we have to trust God. He knows what he's doing, and he will make a way, and he will fight for us. There's so much things that we have to fight for in life. And there's things that God will just say, no, just give it to him, and he will deal with it. You'll see throughout the show that there's a lot of things that they have to deal with. And there's like, you have to decide what is more important, what sacrifices can we make for a better future, what can we withstand, what should we stand up for. So there's a lot as a culture, not just our Caribbean, but African cultures, it pretty much has to deal with the same. You know, anybody that's kind of an immigrant in a different country deals with same similar issues. But you know what, when God is for us, nothing can stand against us, and that's what we want people to know, that God is going to make it happen. So that is pretty much, you know, the story, and that, you know what, we have to open doors for ourselves. I think that's one of the big things, actually, is that we can't rely on other people to open doors for us. We have to open it for ourselves, and we need to use our community. Well, I was literally going to tell you how it is, but literally using our community is the way forward, because, you know, we can support each other. You know, the Jamaican slogan is out of many, one people. So, you know, as we come together, we can make it happen. And obviously we've got on our sides, you know, we can win. And it's about winning in life.
Now, we're coming up to that all-important community break. And when we come back, we'll talk some more. I want to talk about the reggae and the culture. Okay? Keep it supreme.
Cool. All right.
Welcome back to Spilling the Tea to Juliet G on your number one community radio station. Yes, Supreme Radio UK. Shout out to our very own DJ Lee, who's locked in on his way training the young ones. Our presenters don't just have amazing voices, they do stuff behind the radio scene. You can catch DJ Lee on Thursday from 7 till 9 and Sunday from 8 till 10. Also to our very own Easy G, locked in stateside. Yes, big up yourself, Easy. You can catch him
every Wednesday and Thursday from 11 to 1, and our very own DJ Sammy Skate, who you can catch every Thursday and Friday morning from 8 till 10. Oops, shout out to the very own Bugatti, who's on later on today, so keep it supreme. We are currently in conversation with Sade Nicole, playwright and director of the reggae musical Jah Making It Happen. Now, if you've missed any parts of the show, don't worry. You can listen to it back on Mixcloud. Just type in Juliet, JULIET _GWE, and press the follow button. Follow. And you will get immediate notification when I upload this show. It's worth listening to because we give you extras. Now, Sade, why did you choose reggae music as the vehicle to tell this story?
Because the world loves reggae, and it is probably the most, I wouldn't say the most, one of the most popular music genres, which is loved by all races. If you look at Bob Marley concerts, and you'll see the audience. It's not all black. There's some pictures that I've seen that are majority white. So it's something universal, especially when you produce anything of this nature and it goes to a theatre, which is the theatre audience, they say, is predominantly white middle class. You have to be able to you have to put something on stage that is going to be appealing, and music is one of those things that can appeal to anybody, any culture, any race, because the black people of country music, black people could some people like rock music, so everybody music it's something that can speak to a lot of people, so you don't have to be from a certain community to like a certain type of music. So and reggae obviously is part of my culture, so that's all the explanation.
And talking about, with that said, talking about culture, what role does the Caribbean culture and heritage play within the musical?
It's in everything. I think the most that people get is the parenting. People would see pure, everyone will relate to how the parents parent their children and how their relationship is. It's very authentic. Growing up in a Caribbean household, you see what life is like, the respect that the parents have, the husband and wife have for each other, and how the kids have for their parents, and just the dynamic. As well, I think that is the most important thing, and obviously just the culture, the church culture. There's elements talking about the food. There's talking about everyone, the roles that we play in life. And the community, the cultural vibes. So
are there
and even the dialect as well. You the way that these actors took on because obviously I can speak Patois to a point. But obviously them taking them, because there's a few of them that are Jamaican born. So obviously that's their natural, speaking Patois. So the way that they come with their lingo, and don't forget, I'm still, even though I'm first generation, I'm born in the 90s. So most of the actors are older than me, so they're closer to the Windrush generation and that culture than I am. So even coming with a lot of them, they helped change the script in terms of how they would say it like this, and one of the actors, literally, most of his lines are literally all the Jamaican. I'm not even going to say anything because I'm going to embarrass myself. But some of the lingo that they would say, it blows me away because I can't.
Go on. Just say Go on.
I can't.
You can do it.
No, please. No, I beg, because you're speaking to the actors next. Please let them say it, because I'm not an actor. Let them. I can't. I can't. But no, honestly, they did such a great job, and this is what makes it so powerful, is the fact that the actors are also their heart is in it. It's not just a job for them. It's they also feel connected to the project, and that's what makes the show so powerful. That it's their story as well. It's our story. So they've made it so beautiful. The show is so wonderful. It's so authentic and it's so real. And so the culture is there. from the accents to the way that they parent, to the way that they love each other, the way that they they work. Everyone's auntie and uncle in Jamaica. Everyone's, it's a community vibe. So yeah.
I love that. I love being called auntie. Are there particular reggae artists or songs that influence the production?
Yes. So my favorite band is Morgan Heritage.
Oh yes.
So Morgan Heritage. There's probably about 5 songs, Morgan Heritage songs, and their name, because I've used so much Morgan Heritage songs, we've attributed the core cast, the family, their last name is Morgan.
Yeah.
Just to kind of pay homage, you know what I mean? So yeah, so there's a lot of Morgan Heritage songs in there. There's some Etana songs in there. There's Beres Hammond. There's Chronics in there. There's obviously Bob Marley's in there. There's so many artists in there.
So what you're saying is, while you're driving down the road, you'll be singing in the background, "I'll be down by the river."
Listen, I play in my car. Like when we last year when we started going into production, I've been playing. My kids have the full soundtrack done. My 3, he was 2 at the time, he's 3 now. He knows the whole. He will sing the whole soundtrack. Like he has such a good love for reggae music. It's so musical as well. Like honestly, and even during the shows, the audience, you can hear when we record it, the audience singing every song, and that's what really adds to the vibe. Is that the audience feel connected to the piece because they know the songs, and the songs honestly, they blend so well with the narrative. Literally, it's like even though the modern songs, because we use modern songs, not even just modern songs, we've used songs from every generation so that every generation connects to the show, but they tell the story so well, and it's so real because some of the things they talk about today is still real at that point of when the story takes place as well. And a lot of feedback has been on how good the songs were and how well they played out in the show.
Talking about feedback, behind the scenes, as both playwright and director, how do you balance protecting your original vision whilst allowing the cast to, for them being creative in their own way? How do you protect your original vision of it? Because obviously, they come in and they've got their Jamaican dialect and how they see things, and they may say just it like this, and sometimes you'll be like, whoa, we're moving a bit too far away here. How do you protect that?
So, to be honest, we haven't moved away from the story. The story is still exactly the same as how it was written in terms of the storyline. The only thing, it's just slightly the way that they say things that have really changed, and obviously there's some ad-libs here and there. But the cast are so respectful, and and this is the thing, when you work with actors, and this is why it's so important to audition your cast, is that you need to work with actors it's not just about how well they perform, it's their attitude as well. And you're working with people with some great positive attitudes, and they really have taken on these roles and made it come to life. Like as a writer, like you have a vision for how you want it to be written, and obviously as a director as well, but it's the actors that really bring that vision to life. They make those characters their own, and every single one of them has definitely made their characters their own. And it's very hard to kind of see other people take on those roles because they're the originators. So they created these roles, they've made it their own, and they're literally a part of the show being the success it has been, because if it wasn't for them, Jamaican It Happen wouldn't be the play that it is, because I needed that, those older, those that are older than me, that are more closely connected to come and give me those. I value that, because if they just did it the way I wrote it, and I've kind of been a bit of a dictator and said, no, this is how I want it, it's not going to change, then it wouldn't be the play that it would. And I like giving my actors creative freedom, because it helps them feel more that it's them. They take more ownership of the role when they have that creative freedom. I do say no sometimes. I don't let them run like I do say no to certain things, but I do allow that for some creative freedom in the rehearsal space.
Now, Sade, tell me, what has been one of the biggest challenges in bringing Jah Makin It Happen to the stage?
So it's getting people that aren't from the culture to believe that our show is commercial and can be a success, and that people want to see the show. I'm going to quote, actually, there's a line in the show that one of the songs, it says, "I'm ready to make the world believe in me." And that is literally the mantra. Like, this is my time. And honestly, like, I'm so the time is so now, because I didn't even when you asked the question about what inspired me, I spoke about my dad, but I didn't tell you that my dad passed away last year. Literally, he passed away. Yes, he passed away in January. He was diagnosed with cancer. January 24. He died 1st of February 25. The play only got off. I only finished writing the script when I found out my dad had cancer. The script was still being written, but it wasn't finished. And I was like, no, I need to finish this show. I need to let him see. He's seen every single show. He makes the sets. He does so much. He helped me even write, like, come up with some ideas for the show and everything like that. And I said, I want to do this show. I want him to see this show. We believed that he would beat cancer, but obviously God had other plans. But I didn't think that he wouldn't get to see this show, and it was so sad that he passed before the show. And you know what? It gave me the push that I needed to make the show successful in his legacy, for his name. Yeah. So, like, literally, so honestly, like, I'm doing this for him, and I'm not taking no for an answer from anyone. Like, literally, it will be a success. It will be a success. And I had to literally, the hardest part is literally getting other people, getting it into theatres, getting into commercial venues, and getting them to do it for a run. So I'm kind of working the system as I can, with the means that I can, with the financial support that I have, which is not a lot. Getting funding is a whole different ball game. So, you know, you have to work with what you got. And I've been able to do a lot more with less. And so if I get more, I can do so much more. But at this point, I have to kind of take what I can get. If it's 1 or 2 nights at certain venues, literally I've had to pitch this to probably about maybe 40 venues, and to get 10, you know, with something. And, you know, you do face a lot of rejection, a lot of backlash, especially me personally. I can't speak for everyone, but being from a Black-owned company, Black producer, writing our story ourselves, like, not having the backing from other people. Like, they like to get involved from the beginning so that they can kind of, you know, work the story into a way that is marketable, shall I say. And I'm doing this with, you know, marketable in their eyes, you know what I mean? So, you know, and the thing is, if I handed the show over to another company to produce, it wouldn't be the show that I would want to tell. It wouldn't be the story I want to tell. And at this point, I'm not going to compromise on my culture, my history, our story, our legacy to suit an audience. They're going to like it, whether, you know, this show is the show that I want to tell, whether they like it or not. So if you give me one night at Hackney Empire and it sells out, then, you know, people will hear about it and word will spread. So next year we'll have them the whole week. You know what I mean? They're not going to take risks on something that they don't believe will actually sell. So this is why that's why the power of our community is so important. And I will I will keep working until... Yeah,
we must reiterate and tell our community, ask our community, come out, and support this show. It's so important, because, as you said, it's bigger than us. It's opening doors. You're putting that risk forward for other people to come behind you and launch their shows in the future as well. So we must support you for many different reasons, more than just entertainment, but also the growth of our community. And so thank you for, you know, putting everything on the line. You know, we really respect you for that. And you know what? Just a question concerning, was there a particular moment during rehearsals when you thought, wow, this is really coming together?
From day one, from the script read, like, even rehearsals didn't even start, the script read. From hearing it out loud and just the response from the cast. There's parts in the script read where we just got up and we just started dancing and singing. It was just so magical. It was that moment when you're in the room with people, like, we're going to make history together. Like, there's such a great cast. The family atmosphere was there from the moment we walked into that script read. We knew we were onto something big. In fact, there's a video with even Diamond. I know you're going to speak to him soon. He even saying that this is going to be big. Like, you know, and it's that heart that we all had from the first rehearsal, knowing that we were onto something great. And we definitely worked together as a team to make this happen. So yeah, we knew from the get-go, and that kind of energy was the energy that can stay consistently throughout the whole journey of this production. Like, it's honestly, it's a family, and I think it's not work for us. You know what I mean? We've come because we want to do it, and we're doing such a great job at doing it. And does it feel like work? You know, when you're doing something you enjoy. and you know what you're doing, it's impacting. Just hearing, as much as I watch them on stage and I watch them perform and I hear that how the audience are responding to it, it's such a magical feeling. And then hearing the feedback at the end, it's like, yeah, we did what we said that we were going to do, because the feedback has been phenomenal. So from day one, we knew, from the script read, we knew that it was going to be something magical. So yeah.
Sade, I want you to do personal reflection. What has this production taught you about yourself as a creative and as a person?
It taught me that God's word is true and that I can do all things through Christ. It taught me that, like I said before, we were made for a purpose, and I'm fulfilling my purpose. Like, if I did one thing in life, like it's about, just being able to create these opportunities, not only for people of colour to be on the stage, but also for people of colour, the next generation, knowing who they are and never forgetting who they are and where they've come from, is to know that I've done something that has been able to inspire a generation and educate a generation and allow people from our culture to be able to have these opportunities that they otherwise wouldn't get, because there isn't a lot. And hopefully more opportunities will open and more people will be inspired to write their story and write for people of colour, because in the way that we should be written. So there's not all these stories about, gangs and crime and all these things that the media want to portray. We're going to show our culture how it really is. We want to show the love. We want to show the positivity. You know what I mean? And, the excitement, the love that we have for our culture, that's the one thing that it doesn't always have to be how the media thinks this is what sells. So we're going to create more of those kind of shows because this is what people are watching. It's like, no, we're going to create more of these shows because people want to see positive influences of Black people on stage and screen. So that's what I've learned. I've learned that I can make a difference, and I am, and I'm still going to, as long as I live. I'm going to continue to do that.
When you're talking, Sade, I tell you what's really powerful, what keeps on coming to me over and over again. There's nothing like a Black woman who walks with purpose and a relationship with God. It's like the force is really, really powerful. And I love that about you. Just the more that you're talking, it's really powerful. How can people get tickets? And please share your social media handles, please.
So we've got 10 shows throughout the country. So the best way to get tickets is to go directly to our website, and I'll read this out as slow as I can. www.gap, so that's GAP, gap-entertainment.co.uk/Jah Makin It Happen, all one word. Yeah, so go onto our website, or you can go to our Instagram, and there's a direct link on our Instagram. Our Instagram is at Jah_making_it_happen. To be honest, a quick Google search is probably the best way to get to it. So just type Jah Makin It Happen in Google and literally everything should come up. So all our social media handles are pretty much the same layout. So Jah_making_it_happen, and then you'll find us on there. And obviously our website, Gap Entertainment. So the best way, I think the easiest way to get to us is just do a quick Google search, and a lot of information will come up about what we're doing.
Sade, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show this morning. Thank you for sharing your journey, your passion, and your inspiration behind Jah Making It Happen. It's clear to hear that this production is more than just an entertainment. It's a celebration of culture, resilience, community, and the power of storytelling. We wish you all the best and everyone involved, and all the success. And I hope to come and see you on one of the dates. And to the listeners, don't go anywhere, because we've got two of the lead actors of the musical coming up next. Welcome back to Spilling the Tea to Juliet G on Supreme Radio UK. We are now going to be speaking to two of the lead stars of the reggae musical Jah Making It Happen. Euphemia. Why was I going to say Euphemia? Oh, Julia, shut up. And Euphemia and Diamond. Hi. Welcome to Spilling the Tea.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Welcome.
Sorry.
Welcome on board. Brilliant.
Kevin.
So, before we get into it, please, we're going to start with Euphemia first.
Euphemia, that's the name. Euphemia.
Yeah. Juliet.
Oh my
Juliet.
God.
You got it.
Yeah, Euphemia. And you know what? I had it in my head, but what comes out of my mouth is something completely different. I was going to say euphoric, but Euphemia. Sorry.
This one makes the co-host, by the way.
Yeah, sometimes you know you have to go to your co-pilot for assistance. Good job, Kevin. Good job. You're getting those brownie points, Kevin. You're getting them brownie points slowly.
No, it's called Jamaican love. We kind of identify each other, you know, us Jamaicans. Just put it forward.
I agree.
So before we get into it, we start with Euphemia first. Can you please introduce yourself to the listeners so we can get a sense of who you are, like where you grew up, and just please, obviously, just share what you feel comfortable with. Don't get yourself in trouble out here, okay? So we start with Euphemia.
Okay. Well, my name's Euphemia, and I am a singer-songwriter. I grew up in the West Midlands, born in Birmingham, moved to Warsaw when I was pretty young, and I'm still currently in Warsaw. So I got into, I would say, musical performing arts from a very young age. Studied performing arts, went to college, went to uni, then started teaching performing arts as well as doing my own music. So that's it really. I took a bit of a break. I had, a few children. Took a bit of a break, focused on my family. And then this opportunity came up last year. And normally what I do, I send on the auditions for everything. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll send this to this friend. And this one time I thought, you know what? This sounds like a bit of me. I love reggae. I grew up on reggae, and I'm like, you know what? I'll just give it a go. Just see where I'm at. Not expecting anything, And then, when I did the audition, got through, really happy, and haven't looked back since.
Brilliant. The same to you, Diamond, my brother. We're talking in the break, and Diamond. Listen, you're gonna enjoy Diamond, everyone. You're gonna enjoy Diamond. So same to you, Diamond. Can you just share a bit about yourself, like where you grew up? Who is Diamond? And obviously, I feel like I don't need to say this part to you, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Please share what you only feel comfortable with. I don't need to say that to you, Diamond. I just know it. You're gonna share whatever.
Yes, this is true. First of all, I want to say, in my village, Juliet, in my village.
Hey, my brother. Hey.
My name is Sean, also known as Diamond. My best friends call me Diamond. I was born in England. I left for Jamaica, finished my schooling in Jamaica, went on to the States for a whole heap of years.
Okay.
Came back to dismal England, I'll put it that way. Very dismal, very rainy, too much tea. I've been a singer all my life. I grew up singing in the church. I love singing. Singing is air to me. It's like oxygen. I need it. I have to sing. I don't have too much experience in the theater. I dare say this play that I was given an opportunity to be in, Jah Making It Happen, is probably my second play. I did a church play, which was Barabbas. I've never been in theater before, but I sing. I love singing, and I love people, and it's a great opportunity. And I have such a tremendous cast, and it's a family. And great producer, the writer Sade. I love her. And I'm just so grateful to God that He's given me this opportunity to be in this particular play.
Oh,
in a nutshell.
That's absolutely fantastic. I've got a message from one of our listeners, Dave, and he said, this message goes out to Sade. He says, condolences. Her dad is most definitely dear in spirit. Shall I say this with a Jamaican accent?
No.
You might not see... What, do you think I can't?
Juliet.
I'm not going to massacre it. Right.
Okay, give it a try. You're amongst Jamaicans right now. Give it a try. We'll help you.
Yeah.
She said, he said, her dad is mostly definitely dear in spirit. You might not see him. Stop your eyes.
You got that.
You might not see him, but him there, assisting you and your team. Big up yourself and carry on. Carry on. Okay.
Oh, that's
possible.
Juliet, I think Juliet, we're gonna put you in for Cool Runnings. That's what we're gonna do. The next Cool Runnings film.
Juliet, don't take that. That is not
Listen. Assistant Kevin.
Yes.
Let me just tell you, right? I wasn't prepared for that. Yeah. Because he didn't write it. He mixed it up with a bit of English and and so I was trying to read it as he said it. Yeah. So it was a bit more authentic for Sade. Okay. Anyway, Diamond, question for you.
Yeah.
For those who haven't seen the show yet, tell us about the character you play and what makes you such an important part of the story.
Okay. In the play, I play Johnny Morgan, a husband and a father. I have 2 children. My beautiful wife, Euphemia, who plays Camilla in the play. And for those who haven't seen the play, it's a story of a family that migrates from Jamaica and comes to England. And there's so many different issues that we face. I relate to this play, excuse me, more so because of my parents going through similar situation, coming to England at very long time ago, leaving some of my siblings back in Jamaica, trying to etch and make the way in England. At that time, there was so many things that were rampant, racism and there's just so many things going on. At that time, Jamaicans and most people from the Caribbean were invited to England to rebuild England after World War. So for me, I can relate to this on so many different levels, just from stories of my parents and things that they went through.
No dogs, no blacks, no Irish, right?
Yeah, no dogs, no blacks, no Irish. My mother told me one specific story of she was working and how she was confronted by a few white ladies because of where she was from, how she looked, how she spoke. And, like they say, coming out of Jamaica, we're little but we're talawa. We're not take no shots. We're not from nobody. So at that time, my mother popped off her pipe and she went to work. Then she left that particular job. But I'm just saying that I can relate to this on so many levels because we're overcomers. And I'm so proud to be a part of this play, to speak of Windrush. And, it's not just Jamaican people, it's people of the Caribbean, and also Jewish people were on the Windrush, the ship to come to England. So there's so much history that people do not know about. And I think it's our obligation, and I thank Sade and I thank the cast members for being able to portray this and to get the message across. So this is why this is so important to me.
And thank you. And the same question to you,
Euphemia. Euphemia.
Euphemia. Do you know what? I think I'm going through menopause.
No, it's okay, Julia. It is a bit of a hassle.
Euphemia, sorry.
No. If it's easier, Juliet, you can call me Fema, if that helps.
No, I want to stick with Euphemia. That's your name.
Okay, thank you. What was the question again? Sorry.
The question is, for those who haven't seen the play or the show,
Tell us about the character you play and what makes you such an important part of the story.
Okay, so I play the character of Camilla, which is a loving wife and mother to, her children and Johnny. I would describe Camilla as the glue of the family, trying to hold the family together when her husband Johnny is away, trying to make a better future for us. There was a hurricane in Jamaica which destroyed, a lot of it. There was no work. It was hard to survive. So a lot of people ventured out to England because there was an invitation for them to come and help build England up. So a lot of our parents and grandparents came to England for that as part of the Windrush generation. And so Johnny was one of these people looking for a better future for his family, a new start. And it was a struggle. It was a struggle being away from the family, me, Camilla, having to hold the family down, and, having a bit of trouble with my son, possibly, getting caught up in things that he shouldn't be. Yeah, it was tough.
Yeah, wow. So, Euphemia, just another one for you. What first attracted you to becoming involved with the play, to making it happen? Was it the story, the music, the message, or something else? What was it that attracted you?
To be honest, the first attraction, because I didn't really read the story, didn't know much about the story. I just knew it was, a reggae musical. And so I would say the music drew me first. But when I read the story, it felt like home. It's a story that most people from the Windrush generation can relate to. My parents, my grandparents used to tell me stories so similar to this. It's so authentic. It's so real. It's basically our story. I related to it on so many levels. It feels like it's a part of me. It's our story. It's my parents' story. It's my grandparents' story. Yeah, it's a lot of, overcoming struggles, it's a heartfelt story. Great. Right. Written by Sade. Like, she did a great interpretation of, what happened in the, Windrush.
I love that. Brilliant. Thank you. And yourself, and to yourself also as well, Diamond, what made you first become involved and attracted? Was it the music? Was it the storyline? Was it the message? Or was it something more personal to yourself? What was it for you?
Primarily in the beginning, Kevin, it was the music. I'm a music person. It's about the music for me. I didn't know too much about the Windrush generation. And I found that, like, once, I heard about Windrush and this, I just wanted to know more. It's funny. I've always said to Euphemia, when I was doing the audition, I was going for the audition, when I left my house, for some, I just knew I'd get the part. And that's not being arrogant or anything like that, but, something that I prayed on. And I walked out. I wanted to be a part of this, after reading the script. I believe in my heart of hearts, this is a great piece of work, great writing. And it just came together. The stars aligned, the cast, everybody. Like I said, it was family, and it still is. And I've met so many friends doing this play, that people that I'll always love, always cherish, always respect. For me, primarily, it was the music, and the music is just off the chain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I love that.
That's fantastic. I just want to shout out Tony. Tony, I don't sound like a Bajan, right? and and to
to DJ Amorous, who's driving, concentrate on the road, please. You are driving the people crazy. Reggae music is known for its powerful messages of hope, unity, and resilience. How do the themes show up in this show, Diamond?
How does what? Sorry.
How do the themes show up? Because the message is quite powerful of hope, unity, and resilience. How does it show up in the play?
In so many different ways. I mean, for myself to deliver these songs, these renditions during a play, these are songs where people are like, oh my gosh, you have to move. There's no, you have no soul if you don't move with these musics. This music, and it just reflects everything that's been said and everything. Did you know Sade wrote even a couple of these, composed a couple of these tracks in this play, and we just ran with it. What I do find very appealing about the music, that it's 100% authentic. It's ours. It's not watered down. I know AI. I know a little small island boy from little country I sing, but no, it's ours. I feel it. You know what I mean? And I'm most proud of that. It's our reggae music that people can relate to. And when you hear it, you can't help but move.
You hear that, Kevin? So, I feel we.
I feel we.
I feel we.
Now you say it. Now you say it.
I feel we. Don't worry, it's all coming out now. And is there anything that you'd like to add, Euphemia?
No, I think Diamond said it all. We express ourselves as, I'm going to say the Caribbean, not just Jamaica, as Caribbean people through our music, through music and dance. You feel our passion through, reggae music. We pour our life out in music. It's a way of life for us, as it is in Africa. We're all one people at the end of the day. And I think that's what gives us the hope, the drive, the strength to go through hard times. It's through music, it's through movement, dance. As people of melanin, I think that's what is our driving force.
I love that. Really, really powerful. Really powerful. I love talking to you all, Sade, Euphemia, and Diamond. I can tell that your passion and commitment is absolutely, it's really, really powerful. Even your name, Euphemia, is really, really powerful. Even according to the Greeks, your name is good omen. Like it's really, really powerful.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna put a question back to yourself.
Okay.
Without giving too much away to us today, because obviously we need to come to the show, we need to experience for ourselves, obviously. What is the one moment in the show that you think audiences will be talking?
Kevin?
One moment in the show where you're like, oh my gosh, this here is the talking point.
Oh God, there's so many moments. But for me, I think the one powerful moment that sticks out right now is there's so many. Okay, I'm going to
give away two. Go on, give away two.
Not
then.
too much. The trials that my daughter Kimmy goes through, leaving Jamaica and coming to England and going to school in England, being different, looking different, sounding different, her hair's different, and what she comes up against, being a young, beautiful black, girl from Jamaica, her identity. It comes into question at that time. And how do you stay true to yourself, but also fit in to society in a different way, completely different to what you're used to, because England wasn't easy. So that's a powerful moment. That's one of the powerful moments, I would say. Yeah.
That's really powerful. Thank you. Diamond, how about for yourself? What's the one, the one or that you'll say the audience will be taken away saying that resonated, that was powerful? What would you say it is for yourself?
For myself, I'd say, as Euphemia said, there's so many nuggets in this play that you can take away with. For me, I'm going to say this. I'm not going to say one particular part of the play, but the first rule of nature is self-preservation. And I believe that we're overcomers, and you'll see that right through this play with everything that's thrown at this family. They are overcomers. And even into today, we're overcomers. We go through, we don't complain, we go through, and we're overcomers. And I'm saying this, if you haven't seen the play, you need to see the play. That's it. You need to see the play.
Fantastic.
Powerful. Just before we go forward, do you know the dates for the play again? I know Sade has them. Do you yourself have the
I
date?
do have the dates. Let me just pull it up. The first one is next week, actually. Next week, Saturday. So that's the 13th.
That's Watford Palace.
Yeah.
Yep. Watford Palace on the 13th. Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me just bring up the dates right here. Okay, I have it in front of me. So June the 13th, that's Watford Place. And then June the 17th is Hackney Empire.
Bop, 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 bop.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
What is that? What day is that?
That is I think it's a Wednesday, if I'm mistaken. But that's going to be, this can be a big one. And then we have June the 20th to the 21st. That's Leeds Heritage Theatre. And then June the 22nd, Birmingham Town Hall. Or possibly Wolverhampton, I'm not sure, but I think it's Birmingham Town Hall. That's confirmed, that one. Yeah. And lots more everywhere.
And you've got one as well coming down to South London, right?
Yeah.
Is that Catford?
So, yes.
The 19th of July, Broadway.
I'll be there. Just call my name.
Kevin, stop your noise, Diamond. Diamond.
Yes.
All right. What has been the biggest challenge in bringing your character to life on stage?
The biggest challenge for me was just the movement of, like I said, I'm not an actor. This is my biggest thing, because everything, I was asked what kind of research I did for this part. My research is just life experiences. My research is a family barbecue, studio session, football match, barbershop, just talking. I've always been an old soul, speaking with older people, and back in the day we'll go through this, I'm gonna have to do this, and speaking to my father, my parents. So the biggest challenge for me, I believe, was my movement. Sade took me under her wing, and she poured out, Diamond, do it like this, Diamond, do it like this. So that was the biggest challenge. But I had so much support around me at the time that, listen, I'm ready for the Oscar. Give me the Oscar from now.
Go on now.
Give me the Oscar.
You're bossy.
How about you? How about you, Euphemia?
Well, do you know what?
Go on, say it. There was no challenges. Because you're a natural.
Any challenges? I think my challenge was just letting go and staying true to what the character is. To be honest, I did find that part easy because I relate to it on so many levels. Like, it's my mom's story, it's my grandparents' story, it's everyone's. I've heard it so many times in different ways, but it's a part of me already. I feel like it's in my DNA. I think my most challenging part was probably making sure I do it justice. My accent, actually. Believe it or not, at first I was a bit rusty. I was like, oh my God. And my mom was like, Fema, you need to work on your accent a bit, you know?
You're not
So
so
I had
too
to
good
work
in
on
the
my
outside.
accent.
You're not so too good.
No. Yeah, so my accent.
I could imagine. So putting that question back to yourself, Euphemia, the chemistry between the cast members can make or break a production. What has it been like working together as a part of this assembly? Now, obviously, I know that you're going to kind of make it sound all sweet and all the rest of it. You're allowed. It's a day off today. You're allowed to say, you know, Diamond got on my nerves, right? There was one time I was going to box Diamond. Like, you know, you're allowed to say that. You know, you're spilling the tea to Juliet G here. You're allowed to say.
Okay. I'll be very, very honest.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was difficult for the most difficult part for me was the intimacy with my husband, Johnny, my stage husband. And letting go, like just really.
Hold on, when you say intimacy, what are we talking here?
I'm talking about like.
Oh, welcome, Juliet. Welcome to the show. You just piped up.
Juliet.
No, I'm just curious. You know, like when we're talking intimacy, are we just talking kissing, hugging?
Yeah,
you know,
Juliet.
Yeah, those.
Remember, it is prime time. Prime time.
Yes. No. Thank you for let me clear that up. There's parts, yes, we've got kissing scenes, and we're very close. We're very intimate in the sense of...
You had to kiss on stage?
Of course, yeah.
Wally.
I bet you enjoyed it, Diamond.
Diamond.
Go on, Diamond!
Yeah, that was very nerve-wracking for me. So I held off and held off and held off, to the point where I couldn't hold off anymore. We're like we've got to do this because we're going on stage, you know, to perform soon. So we need to practice this. And yeah, but it was all in my head. It wasn't that bad at all. So yeah. I'd say that was
just to add to just a question connected to that, by the way. Is there like personal relationships that is affected when you do certain scenes in your acting world? Is there a type of like disconnect at home if there is a relationship in any form?
Ooh. That's a very good question. I think if you're not a part of, you know, from that world, like acting, as actors, you know that it's a part of the job. It's just that. It's just a job. That is it. You're not the character. You're playing the part of the character, but you're not that person. So it's remembering that, you know, that this is Camilla. I'm being true and authentic to Camilla. It's not me. It's not Euphemia. It's Camilla. So
maybe I'm going to try that one day. It'll be like, Kevin, did you kiss her? It wasn't Kevin kissing her at that time. It was Michael.
Exactly. And that's the truth of the matter.
Right. We are coming up to that all-important community break. And when we come back, we're going to talk some more. Welcome back to Spilling the Tea to Juliet G on Supreme Radio UK. It is the last segment of the show. We have chatty, and we're still gonna chat some more. So we are currently in conversation with the lead actors of the reggae musical Jah Making It Happen. And guys, I reckon that you need to get these tickets because they are going to be flying off the hook. So if you haven't got your ticket, go and book your ticket. Anyway, Kevin?
Yes. So, Julia, I believe Euphemia has to jump off for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, but I have 5 minutes. That's
okay.
All I can give.
All right, then.
Is that...
Kevin?
Yeah.
We've got the listener question. 12?
Listener question. Okay, cool. Listener question is for Diamond. If Bob Marley could appear backstage for 5 minutes, this is a listener question, Diamond. It's not me. I promise you, brother. If Bob Marley could appear backstage for 5 minutes before opening night, what would you ask him?
What would I ask Bob Marley? Oh, that's a tough question. I would ask him. Those who know Bob Marley is a great lyricist. He's the king of reggae. He's not my most favorite reggae singer. I'm sorry. My most favorite reggae singer is Dennis Brown. He is part of the inspiration for me to sing. But Bob is how, is inspired. His lyrics, where do they come from? Phenomenal lyrics. That's what I asked Bob Marley. But I'm sorry, but Dennis Brown is my singer. Crown Prince of reggae. Yeah.
Let's redirect it to Dennis Brown just for a moment then.
Okay. What would I ask then?
Yes.
Yeah, Dennis Brown started singing at the age of 12. He is what I deem as a crooner. His voice, its signature. He's been dead since 19 or much, and you drop a Dennis Brown today.
Up until this day, right? Yeah.
His music, his lyrics, Wolves and Leopards. There's so many different titles of his songs. Things in Life. It's about the oppression people that we came through. So I believe that those are the questions that I would ask. The titles of songs, where the lyrics came from. What is it that you went through, your experiences to write music like that? That would be my question.
Thank you. Euphemia, yourself?
Well, I'm going to say Bob Marley for myself.
Yes.
To me, Bob Marley symbolizes like change, revolution, passion, community, and just bringing, us people of melanin together. I think it was about bringing people together, people uniting. And that is very powerful in itself. I think there's so much division. And, as I say, divide and conquer. I think that is, one of the main, I would say, driving force for, a certain type of people. So I think community, unity, bringing people together, looking at the things that we have in common rather than the things that divide us and separate us. I think that's a powerful message and song. I hope I answered the question.
Yes, you did. Thank you.
And I've got another listener question here for you. I'm going to start with you, Euphemia. Which cast member is most likely to forget a line or burst into laughter or start, you see, you're already laughing, or an impromptu reggae sing-along backstage? Who's more likely to?
Oh, dear. Well, do you know who I'm going to say?
Yeah, go on. Mr. Johnny, innit?
With the silent pauses. Diamond. Hello. Sorry to bait you up. But yeah, look out for Diamond. When he's just standing there quiet. Yeah. No, I'm joking. Yeah, but I would say Diamond.
It's Diamond. And how about you, Diamond? Who would you say?
Who would I say?
Diamond, you mean put on the spot?
I'd probably say Diamond. But
honest.
I'll say this. This play is so easy, like, because the audience doesn't know. We can, like myself, I have a great rapport with Clarence, Mikey Tough. I'm a brother for life. I love him. Me and Mikey, we can just improv just like that and keep going.
Is Mikey one of the other actors?
Yeah, cast member. He plays Clarence in the play. Mikey Tough is a real name. I love him. We just improv, we joke, especially rehearsals. You ask Euphemia, It's not work. We banter, we joke, we curse, we sing, we laugh. It's everything. So it's easy. So even we drop a line, we just keep going. We just bounce, feed off each other. So yeah, easy.
Thank
easy.
you. Either one of you can answer this question, so please feel free to. But can you please remind people once again, when is it showing, where they can purchase the tickets, which is so important, obviously. So please feel free to share.
Go ahead, Camilla.
Sorry, could you repeat that question? Sorry.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
I just had to pop out 1 second. So sorry.
The 13th of June. 13th of June, Watford Palace, Acne Empire, the 17th. You can go on our socials at Gap Entertainment and buy tickets. You can't miss that show. It's sell out, trust me. Leeds, 20th, 21st, Heritage, Catford, Gap Entertainment. Buy your ticket them. When is there?
Is it children friendly, by the way?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
How old is the youngest? Or hold on, you got intimate scenes. So
well,
not that intimate, Juliet. It's, you know, just a little smooching. That's it.
Oh
no.
Euphemia, what about the love scene we have?
Oh.
No.
Okay, you know what? Let's not say anything else.
Am I old enough to go?
You might learn a few things, Kevin.
What, Juliet?
I'm just saying.
Here's another question for you. Is it cultural friendly? Is it religious friendly? How friendly is it?
But you're in for a surprise. Honestly, it's amazing. I don't want to say too much, but it is for all people. Honestly, it's for everyone. It's for everyone. No one's excluded. It's inclusive.
Yeah. I love that.
All age groups, everyone can appreciate it.
And just before you go, apologize for cutting you. I know time's running really short right now. So just before you go, can you also share your handles as well? How can people find you on social media? If you are on social media, assuming obviously.
Good question. Well, you can find me on Instagram, Fema Music.
Okay, can you spell that, please, for those who...
Yeah, sure. FEMA Music.
Brilliant. So are you a singer as well?
I am. I'm a singer-songwriter, yes.
Oh, nice. So we must also find a way to support you and celebrate you in your everyday creative world as well. So we must also support you there. How about you for yourself, Diamond?
You can find me on Sean Diamond Music, Instagram. And if you want to support me, just buy me a round trip ticket for God Jamaica. I'm good with that.
Don't mince your words, Diamond. What a fantastic conversation. A huge thank you to you both, Euphemia and Diamond, for joining us this morning. And for sharing your experiences of being part of this incredible reggae musical, which we, and I say we because Kevin, we can't wait to see it. So you've both given a wonderful, you've both given us a wonderful glimpse into your passion, your dedication, the talent, their heart, goes out to bringing the production to life. And we wish you both and all the cast and crew every success, and even Sade, the playwright and director. And I know it will be a resounding success.
Thank you.
Thank you. Really appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And
thank you.
And they say,
bless up, Kevin.
Is only Diamond, Kevin?
Don't worry, we're linking up, brother.
Is only Kevin?
Hold
on a minute. Hold on a minute. Diamond, there's Kevin and Juliet. It's not just Kevin.
Juliet, if you will allow me the latitude of completion, I want to say goodbye to my brother first. Then, of course, I saved the Empress till last.
Oh. Oh, I like that.
So,
Okay.
my
You've
empress.
tick.
This and Diamond.
Is
Diamond,
Tap
I
your
watch her,
eyes.
yeah.
Tap your
She
eyes.
cost Jamaica. She cost Jamaica. She cost the Jamaican team. She cost me. She tell us
Oh,
Nigeria
stop
and the
your
top team. She
noise.
take with me Nigerian name. She
Kevin,
listen, no follower,
Kevin,
you know, Diamond. Me I tell
let
you
me
now,
tell
you
you
know.
this, Kevin. Let me tell you this. You see, anytime somebody stop curse you, that time you for worry. Jamaica the best. Them always have a
Exactly.
talk. Always.
2.8 million away.
See there?
And we are
Art of love, my brother. Art of love. Art of love.
Cha-cha. Cha-cha. That's what you said, innit?
So yeah. So Diamond, thank you very much for having us today. Thank you so
Thank you,
much,
sir.
Euphemia, as well. And Juliet, we do love you. You are our honorary Jamaican for today.
Listen,
For today.
I'm always an honorary Jamaican.
Your love, kid. Your love, kid.
Outer love. Inner love.
Art of love.
All kind of love. Take care, guys. Can't wait to see you. We'll see you in one of your shows. Most probably
Supreme
Catford.
bless. Yes. Respect.
Yeah, God bless.
Take care.
All right.
Bye.
Cool.
Well, that was
Absolutely phenomenal, Juliet. Really amazing.
It was amazing. Next week, look at me sitting here just relaxing. Next week, Saturday, we have another action-packed show for you where we are going to, Kevin and I are going to be recapping. We're going to be recapping, we're going to be reviewing, and we're going to be resetting. So all those people, yes, we are halfway through the year and they're feeling a bit away. We are going to review the month of June. Not just June, the whole year so far.
Yeah.
So, like I say, each and every week, you don't want to miss this. Make sure you set your alarm clocks from now and put it in your planner or your diary. Now, coming up next from 11 till 2, we have Mosty G, no relation to me, and for Supreme's Boss Lady. Now 2 to 4 we have TLC, 4 till 6 we have TJ Sting, 6 till 8 we have DJ Omar in for WJ Goodgroove, and 8 till 10 we have Bugatti. Why do I say that? Why? 10 till midnight we have DJ Squeaky, and midnight till 2 a.m. we have Uncle Nuts until he says so. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the lineup for Supreme Saturday. You can follow me on Instagram, that's Spilling the Tea to Juliet G, for show updates, notifications about the show, and Mixcloud. And you can listen to the shows and just type in Juliet, Juliet, on Mixcloud, and all the shows should pop up. Please don't forget to press the follow button. Kevin, is there anything you'd like to say?
Yes.
Outer love.
Today, and also interviewing our amazing cast members today, and also the director. What have we learned today? We've learned one of the main things, putting God first. No matter what happens, keep walking in the desert. Do not stop and put God first. As they say, the footprints in the sand. You know, if you see one footprint, God's carrying you. If you see two, you're good. You're keeping going. So do not stop. Always keep going. And you will discover your rainbow. You will discover it no matter what. So just keep going, and we'll see you next week. And also as well, you can find me, Kevin Bennett, NNT, on all your social media platforms. The best you can do is Instagram. So just join us, and throughout the week, we're going to give you some really powerful messages. And also we've got an app coming as well. So that app is going to be designed, which is called the Cabinet app. It's going to be designed to help you get through your life, get through your day. So we've got so much in play for you. So keep going, keep pushing, and God is with you no matter what happens in your life. Juliet?
Amen to that, my brother. Amen to that. Now, make sure you all continue supporting, tuning in, and keep showing up, showing love, because every journey deserves an audience. Live life, love life, and enjoy your life. And on that note, to you, the listeners, thank you for tuning in to this morning's show. Have a blessed day. Have a safe day and make it an absolutely spectacular day, whoever you choose to spend it with. Now, if you can't be good, be careful, oh. Hey! That's all I'm saying. Take care of yourself and each other. Until next week, and remember, just keep it supreme. Don't touch that dial. This is your host, Juliet G. So, it's bye from me. Au revoir.
Peace.
Hashtag spilling the tea. Hashtag Kevin B. Hashtag
Juliet G.
That's the one. That's the one. Okay.